Postmodern and modern culture. Postmodernism is a philosophy that originated as a topic of study in the mid to late 1980s. Postmodernism entails a radical reevaluation of modern assumptions regarding society, identity, history, and language during this time period as political climate change. Architecture was the start of postmodernism. It emphasizes ideal perfection, form and function harmony, and the return of ornaments. Modernist movements, utilitarian and formalized forms are replaced by aesthetic, playfulness, and conventional surfaces or kissed design. There are two excellently postmodernist theorists, namely John Baudrillard and Francis Lyotard. Both illustrate the difference between high and popular culture as well as between fact and fiction. This man is John Francois Lyotard. The Postmodern Condition is his most popular work. To him, postmodernism is undeniably a part of modernity. Incredulity towards meta-narratives or super-narratives such as Christianity, Marxism, or the myth of scientific progress, as he described postmodernism. In addition, according to Lyotard, meta-narratives do not rule or influence mini-narratives or individual postmodernist literary texts, which are contemporary cultural products born out of the postmodern experience characterized by a profound sense of existential ambiguity. By that, postmodernist novels, plays, and poems reflect this uncertainty, these angst. This man is John Baudrillard, a postmodernist theorist. Baudrillard claims that we have reached a stage in social and economic development in which it is no longer possible to separate the economic or productive realm from the realms of ideology or culture. Since cultural artifacts, images, representations, even feelings, and psychic structures have become part of the world of the economic. In addition, the distinction between what is real and what is simulated collapses within postmodernism, according to Baudrillard's argument. Everything is a model or a picture, all surface without depth. He refers to this as the hyperreality, in which models both determine and contradict reality. Moreover, Baudrillard argues that the very distinction between original and copy has itself now been destroyed. He calls this process simulation. This idea can be demonstrated with reference to CDs and films. Let's take a look at another perspective about modernism. This is Frederick Jameson, a postmodernist theorist. Jameson's postmodern culture is in fact popular culture. It shows fondness for pastiche, the flawed multiplication and collage of styles, as opposed to the deep expressive aesthetics of unique style characteristic of modernism. In short, what Jameson calls the postmodern culture is in fact mass culture. Let us now come up the worldview about modernism. Modernism experimented in a variety of literary genres and styles. Modernist works are often referred to as avant-garde or advance-garde. Modernist authors saw themselves as outsiders to the existing order. Their goal in writing was to shock the reader's sensibilities in order to entice him or her to follow the march. Additionally, modernist culture has become bourgeois culture. Its subversive power has been drained by the academy and the museum. It is now the canon against which avant-garde must struggle. In comparison, modernism and postmodernism are two cultural and art movements. The distinction between the two is uncertain. There is no clear chronological, aesthetic, or political boundary between the two. Postmodern music is music created in the postmodern period in the art music tradition. It also refers to music that follows postmodernist aesthetic and conceptual patterns. Another perspective, the global postmodern, one way in which the world is said to be becoming postmodern is in its increasing globalization. Perhaps the dominant view of globalization, especially in discussions of globalization and culture, is to see it as the reduction of the world to an American global village. And the progression of technology, convergence culture. Convergence culture, in which traditional and new media intersect, is another component of the postmodern, where progressive and mainstream media collide. The influence of the media producer and the power of the media consumers communicate in surprising ways. Three factors contribute to convergence culture. The first is media ownership and concentration. Getting access to a variety of channels allows content creators to share their work through them, a collection of channels. The second is technological change. This has created a new range of platforms for media content. The third factor involves the consumers of media, how a customer chooses to listen their favorite music on laptop, CD or DVD player, iPod, car radio, or on TV or radio. That was postmodern and modern culture in a worldwide view. Thank you.